Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another episode of Anime Brothers. I am your host, Quiet Jams. I'm joined by a co-host here. We're going by hopefully Silent S today.
Uh-oh.
She knows the deal. I'm also joined by our other host, Tasso Fly. Okay. Our co-host Silent S is eating pears at the moment and hopefully chewing. Chew, chew, chew.
Hopefully.
Like chew. Yeah, yum, yeah.
All right. So, ladies and gentlemen, today we're going over solo leveling. Wow, I can't talk.
We're just gonna glaze right over your family feud loss.
Oh,
that's right, ladies and gentlemen. Your boy Tasso Fly was on Family Feud, and he ain't gonna be on it for another day.
So we lost. However,
I heard the caveat.
I'll give a quick summary of the Family Feud episode. So we came on the first round, we lost, so we had 0 points. That happens. I also froze on the podium. You haven't seen that, but when I show you the episode, Quiet Gems, you will see that I froze.
Come on, Ty. You're supposed to have those reflexes.
I did have the reflex. So I hit the buzzer first. Like I was lightning. I was like, Beep! And then he was like, your answer. And I was just like,
your mind also has to work too.
That's pretty much what failed me. Reflexes on point. Mind. But so yeah, we lost the first round. We won the second round. I think the score ended up being like 143, 138, where they were winning with 143.
Okay.
Then it came down to the third round, which basically was, whoever answered correctly was gonna win the whole thing. Basically, it was like that's what he's pointing. She wants more. And then they got it wrong, which then gave us a chance to take it away. We said what we thought was the best answer, and it was wrong, and then we lost. Pretty much how it went down.
I lost the buzzer. That's the worst way.
Yes, it was.
I apologize.
But it was a good time. It's cool meeting Steve, Harvey. We all the families hung out together. I think we were all in the same hotel, so it was pretty cool.
That's pretty cool. All right.
Yeah.
They didn't get tired of the Holland 4. Holland 4 unite.
Yeah. Go by our text group is called the Fantastic Four. So we go by.
They've evolved, ladies and gentlemen. Digivolved or Pokevolved. All evolved. We don't know anymore.
Oh man, I'm trying to find my soul leveling. Oh no. I don't see that. Crap. I was gonna look at what chapter I left off on.
Oh, sorry.
Do you know the chapter name?
I just read it. Moments, please. Moments.
I think I just found
the latest chapter says 174, but I think the one I read is 173. Roll up to the top.
Yep, 173. I'm looking at it right now.
Yes,
that was it. So, for ladies and gentlemen,
but we also haven't talked about the previous ones, but we're going up to 174 right now, 173 right now.
Yes, I just wanted to cap where we were, say where we're capping off at 173. So, if we go back, where did we last leave off? So if I remember correctly, so the Dragon Monarch had already reached. He took out all the Canadian.
Oh yeah. Mr. J. Mills. I remember that part.
Took all the Canadian hunters.
Oh, yeah.
And I think that was it, right? That's where we left off. We didn't.
That is in fact where we left off. We found out later chapters. All right. Yeah, I want more solo leveling too, Esme, but
more. So we find out in chapters after that, after Dragon Monarch shows up, that
Well, I was going to say that the U.S. contingent, like a lot of U.S. hunters, were also at the Canadian border right there.
Oh yes,
Portal.
you're right.
And so it's like basically the entire U.S. Hunter Association is wiped out at that point, as well as Canadian. And so North America's defenseless, but let's be honest, they weren't going to be able to defend themselves anyway.
They also were sending in army hunters, I think, because they had the jets and they were dropping in, and then they were getting eaten by all the monsters.
Oh yeah, I remember the I feel like they nuked him. I want to say that they nuked the dragon monarch, but
they tried.
Like it literally hit his face, it exploded, and he was just kind of like, what was that about?
It was like, well, you're just trying to scratch my itch. Like, relax.
Yeah. It still itches.
So, yeah, and then Jinwoo appears when we see a I want to call him a hunter, but I don't think he really was. I think it was just some kind of army guy, because he came out of his pilot. He came out of the jet that was blown up, and he ended up on the ground. He was about to get eaten by a monster.
Right, I forgot about that whole situation where it was just mayhem, chaos on the ground, and this dude, I think he was just like a U.S. military or blonde hair, blue-eyed dude on the ground.
Yeah,
you get it, popped out of the jet. Hey, speaking of things that got popped out, it's Bib. All right, fine.
She don't need it.
Pop. She's grown. My bad. Popped out of the jet. He parachutes down. There are walking dragon monsters everywhere. And this dude is about to go goodbye. And man, he closes his eyes.
He's like, he knows it's over.
Jinwoo, and this guy knew who he was. He was like, it's Hunter Jinwoo C or whatever. He even used the correct prefix or suffix.
Yep.
I'm like, Americans don't do that, but whatever, that's fine. I get it. I understand the point. It's like you probably say Mr. Jinwoo.
Yeah.
Well, Jinwoo sir or whatever. Yeah. This dude was, oh man, he got saved. He got real saved.
He did.
So he comes through. He changed the tide of battle, and we find out what's the Why is this so funny? The monarch of transformation. What's the monarch that was that?
So there's transfiguration, and the monarch of Iron Body.
Oh, that's the one who showed up at this battlefield.
So there was those two plus the dragon monarch. So it was three of them.
On this particular battlefield, the monarch of Iron Body showed up there, and
he's about to take off.
Getting taken on by a bunch of shadow minions, and I'm like, that ain't gonna go well.
Well, even before that, right? So that the Iron Body monarch, like you said, he showed up to the battlefield. He's about to fight the military people. Then Thomas Andre shows up, and they're like, "It's Thomas! Like, he's gonna save us." And then Thomas is just like, the dude's like, the Iron Body monarch's like, I can kill you in an instant. And then Thomas is like, yeah, I wasn't really here to fight. Like, I'm just, I'm just here. And then all of a sudden, all of Jinwoo's shadow army comes out of Thomas Andre's shadow. And oh crap, I forgot the horse. Huh?
He's the Trojan horse, man.
Yeah, he was. Who was the new like head shadow? I forgot his name.
Oh, I couldn't tell you, dude.
Yeah. Well, anyways, the new head shadow that Barrow is jealous of. He comes out and is like, "Nice to see you again, Iron Body Monarch." He gets high. And then, this is the best part. When the Iron Monarch yells out, he's like, "This is not how monarchs fight." The Shadow Monarch, he's like, I don't know, he said something stupid, like he shouldn't even be considered a monarch because of his cheap tactics and blah, blah, blah. And then Burrow comes out, he's like, he does a gangster walk too. I know it's drawn, so you can't really see him walking, but that's how I felt like he was doing when it was in the drawing. He's like, "You should take those words back." I want to quote him because it was really I actually have that saved in our text messages. So
yeah, that's right. Because you like that. He was like, "Don't make fun of my leash."
Right.
But yeah, no. Oh man, it was epic though. I was like, what happened?
Everyone juiced up. Here's the quote. What you just said now, take it back. The price for slandering my liege is heavy. It was deep. I felt it inside.
It's like, even though Baru knows in his heart of hearts that he ain't strong enough to beat this dude, but he gonna try.
Yeah. And lo and behold, they do beat him up. They do defeat him.
I mean, we don't really see it, but yeah.
We don't see the battle. We see the after effect.
Yeah, he gets strung up, basically. I'm like, yo, what happened to you, dude? You let a bunch of shadow warriors beat you? You're a monarch, dog.
For real, for real.
Yeah, right? Isn't that hilarious?
But I mean, just in general, the whole battle scene I thought was cool. Jinwoo's approach by him going in and attacking all the monsters and then converting them into his own, I guess, third army.
Well, yeah, he needed to increase the power level of his army, and all of these. We needed to increase the power level of his army, and even the other generals. Not general. I call him the general because he talks like that.
Mm-hmm.
The Monarch of Dragons.
She thinks
the Monarch of Dragons. I know she likes the pictures. Yeah. The Monarch of Dragons compliments him. He's like, "Oh, what a great strategy."
Mm-hmm. Are you sneezing or you're coughing?
I was coughing.
All right. I thought you were
sneezing. Turn the mic off for that, you know.
I was gonna say bless you.
Thank you.
Yeah, no, the Dragon he did compliment.
You know, it's like, wow, you deployed them on the other side of the world to defeat the other monarch, and then you came to me, and I was like, whoa. And then Jinwoo translate. Oh, wait, is this the next chapter? Yeah. Then Jinwoo goes to meet the Monarch of Dragons, and I'm like, okay. And this dude, he thinks a couple things. He's like, I can't get in contact with the Iron Body Monarch.
Why?
You're right. He's like, well, I'm gonna kill you and find out.
Yeah.
He doesn't talk. He has a monologue. Jinwoo seems to be caught off guard a little bit, but he still dodges the attack. But he's like, all right, just straight to business then. All right, gotcha. He runs away. And then he's like, oh no, you ain't getting away from me. Jump through Jinwoo's portal to be met by the entire Shadow Army.
It was a dope move. I thought it was pretty sick.
And he's like, whoa, what? And then, you know, Jinwoo was like, yeah, separated from your army. Perfect. This is great. And then
before that,
right.
We had to talk about how Jinwoo disabled his army. So right
yeah, hold on. He hasn't disabled it yet.
Wait, was the portal jump? Was that after the portal jump?
2 portal jumps.
Oh, 2. Okay, all right. So this is first portal jump. Okay, cool. Oh, the first portal jump is where he sees the Iron Body Monarch.
Yeah,
got it.
He's like, Iron Body ain't got no body no more. He's like, wow. All right, so you did that to him. He's like, well, you know, it's not just me and him. It's another monarch.
Transfiguration. You're right.
But he goes, Transfiguration allowed me to have as many portals as I want, so I can take as many troops as I want to and bring them here. So then we get a bunch of dragons.
Yep.
Whole bunch of dragons.
Whole bunch of dragons in the sky. You know it's over. It's dragon time. Like, we all know. And then Jinwoo smiles. I'm like, Jinwoo, what you got up your sleeve? I'm waiting. I can't wait to see. And boy, he pulls out the what he got from the dead dragon that the US had held up. I forgot that dragon's name.
Kamish.
Yes. And he had the only weakness, and was it the Dragon's Roar? Was that the name of it? I think it was Dragon's Roar.
Dragon Fear.
Oh, my fault. Dragon Fear. And he just looks like he just screams it out. And it's pretty cool. All the dragons are affected. Oh, that's right. He pulls his shadow army because he wasn't want them to be affected, because technically everyone in the surrounding area, regardless of friend or foe, gets affected.
Yeah, he desummons his army, and then the guy's like, wow, you're giving up? Like, I mean, I don't blame you. I give up too. Like, you know what? This is a battle you can't win. You should give up. It makes sense. It's like, well, we'll make it a quick death for you. then he goes, Dragon Fear. Apparently that was held in Kamish's rune. And Kamish, for some reason, had this, which was the perfect spell. It was like, all right, fine. So now you have Dragon Fear. Got you. And I don't know how often he can use it, but he didn't just fear the dragons. He feared the other monarch. He's like, I get the dragons. Remember, Dragon Monarch was like, I get the dragons, but like
how did the other guy?
I don't even know what his name is. The trans monarch, transfiguration monarch. More was also stunned by it. I was like, whoa, yeah, that's a good point. So, all right, yeah, I want more solo leveling, but you probably want more pass. Here you go. Yeah.
So then, yeah, I was actually wondering that myself after the Dragon Monarch said it, but I went with it because
I know, because it's like he's not just a dragon, but he also desummoned his army for the same reason. So whatever, we get it. Apparently it extends beyond dragons. That's fine. Yeah.
But it didn't affect the Dragon Monarch.
It did not. Although he was kind of stunned by the fact that Jinwoo was using it. Like, huh?
Right.
Yeah. And I didn't understand what was happening. Okay. I didn't understand what was happening until like the Dragon Monarch actually said it. He was like, oh wow, things are like they all stopped moving. Just instantly stopped moving. So oh, all right. And I look back at the photos, like, oh, okay, that's them stopping.
Yeah. Makes sense. And then he legit just, positions himself right next to the Dragon Monarch, grabs him by the arm, and is like, yo, we out. And then the second portal jump.
Yep.
And this is funny where he takes him. I just think it's hilarious.
Yo, I think it's hilarious.
Castle.
He's like, yo, is this your castle? He's like, yeah.
Yeah.
And then the dude was like,
it's tiny.
It's not very impressive considering you're the Shadow Monarch.
The shame was real. I like it. They threw a little comedy in there.
Yeah,
I liked it.
Yeah, I know. Even Jinwoo was like, "Yeah, I know." We're like, whatever. I don't need a palace, but whatever. We got one.
Yeah.
But I thought it would be fitting for your death or whatever. I was like, oh, all right. That's how we do it.
It was like what's the best example? It's kind of like a housewarming gift. His death is a housewarming gift.
Woo! Warm it up. And then our boy summons his entire army back.
Yeah.
So now we have the Dragon Monarch separated from his army, Jinwoo with an entire army of shadows and himself versus, the dragon. And the Dragon Monarch goes. So basically it's me versus this entire army until my army finds me.
Yeah.
All right.
Yo, and then my boy's like, well, if it's got to be this, it's got to be this. Then he goes dragon up. And he transforms into a full-on dragon. I was waiting for it. I knew he had to be a dragon. Like,
oh yeah. I really wanted some like Natsu references there, but apparently that wasn't like an inspiration for the author. So fine.
Did you want a Dragon Force? Did you want what did you?
I mean, Dragon Force would have been great, but I don't know. At least give him the scarf. Give the scarf would have been it. I think the scarf would have been good.
I got nothing, man.
Really?
Oh. But that's pretty much where we leave off on chapter 173.
Yeah, 174 is next Wednesday.
Yep, it's about to be lit. The fight's gonna start. I can't wait to see how it goes.
It's gonna go better than this boogie in this nose, I'll tell you that.
For real.
Yeah.
What are your predictions for 174?
Esme is predicting he's gonna go in and he's not gonna get anything. Then he's gonna go in again.
Hidden treasure.
Yeah, but then he's gonna upset himself. And yeah, we're not gonna. You want me to clean your finger off?
No, she wants to check your nose as well.
No, my nose has been checked by her this morning. Trying to shove these up my nose, and into my ears and in my mouth, and I'm like, no. Yeah. Your hands are cold. All those pears. Boop. My predictions for next chapter. We're gonna hold out until the army actually gets there. That's it's gonna happen, and then Jinwoo is gonna have to. He's gonna have to do like a mass slaughter of the army, and then resurrect them, and then we're gonna have a moment where literally the entire army is Jinwoo's army, and it's gonna be Mama not here. Mama's upstairs. And then we're gonna have a moment where Jinwoo's mama comes through.
She saves the day.
Yep. She's gonna have to give him a hug. Yeah. All right. We're gonna have a moment where Jinwoo comes. Did you hear her?
No, I didn't. What she said. Oh, there you go. That's creepy. That's creepy.
Yep, that's my kid. Yeah, that one belongs to me.
She's having a grand old time.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Anyways, all right. So I think the Dragon Monarch's entire army is gonna show up. We're gonna have to slaughter the army, and then we're gonna have to say arise, and then it become Jinwoo's army.
Yeah, I like that.
Because like you need maximum potential, right? So it's gonna be you versus all of your own troops versus Jinwoo's troops versus everyone else's troops that he's murdered. Also, there's another monarch or maybe two that are still around. They're still also gonna have to be like dealt with. So
true. But everyone looks at the Dragon Monarch as the next strongest, right? So if Jinwoo defeats the Dragon Monarch, the others are probably not a big deal to him.
And that's what I'm thinking. So like I'm thinking that maybe the Dragon Monarch actually gets away, and then we deal with the other monarch or the other two monarchs, and then we get the Dragon Monarch. Because it doesn't make any sense for us to take him out, and then the other monarch's just kind of straggling.
Ooh, all right.
We want to defeat the entire council,
right?
know?
So with that, I think, right, because we know the Dragon Monarch, he's a general. He basically he's planning ahead. So what if in one of his scenarios he plans that Jinwoo actually gets, somewhat this far?
Oh.
I bet he has those other monarchs ready to roll at this current time. So they may not come in 174, maybe like 175, but like as the battle goes on, those monarchs, those two, I think they're two, like you said, those two monarchs come out the cut to catch Jinwoo when he's not paying attention. Weak side, blind side.
There you go. It's gonna be like a regulators mount up.
Because then I bet you Dragon Monarch's gonna be like, you thought you were good at being a general, but I foresaw everything.
I know, because he forgot. Like he hasn't shown any actual plans yet, but like he keeps complimenting Jinwoo on his plans.
Yeah.
And so it seems like he kind of knows what he's doing, what he's talking about. Like it doesn't make any sense for him to just be like, "You have great plans," but not have a plan of his own.
Yeah. I bet you he plays a lot of chess.
Now, what do monarchs do in their spare time?
Right. I think they just I'm gonna say chess, at least for the Dragon Monarch. All right, so that's SL-11, ladies and gentlemen, 170 up to 173. Now we're jumping over to the Great Mage returns after 4,000 years, which we're going to shorten to 4K for this episode, ladies and gentlemen.
4K Great Mage?
4K Great Mage. 4K Great Mage. So for 4K Great Mage, we are up to chapter 100. And so if we go from where we left off on, oh crap, I forgot his name. Is it Arthur? No, that's the other one. That's T-Bait.
Oh, you talking about the main character?
Yeah.
Lucas, there
we go. Wow, I can picture the entire thing, but I couldn't remember his name.
Like this isn't even a hard one, dude.
That's my fault. So Lucas and Ricky just freed all the captive slaves, and they're able to overcome their captives. They took over, and now they are just like on their way.
Yo.
So then, and then Lucas is like, "Oh wait, even before that, we get a glimpse of the what are those guys? I forgot their name. No, the Rounders. They're called
Yes, the Rounders.
Yeah.
Yes.
We get a glimpse of the Rounders. They had followed Lucas and Ricky, and they're like, "Why did they just free all the slaves?" And then blah blah blah. So they're like, "Let's just keep following and see what happens." And then Lucas goes, "Ricky, why are we still here? What's going on?" And Ricky's like, "This is the meeting place. This is why I had you do all that, because it's going down right here, right now."
I know. Great plan. Great plan.
It was well thought out. And then, boom, all the demigods start showing up.
Yeah, it was really interesting. So he's like, "Yo, put your mask on, hide your identity."
That's right.
Can't know your identity or else I'm dead.
And then, this was interesting because I thought this is the end for the Rounders. When the demigods are like, "Somebody's here," and I was like, "Dang, they found the Rounders. They're dead."
Right.
But then it was actually the army of the people that were collecting the slaves.
Yeah. It was like they were out the front gates, and this dude was like, "Yo, I can't wait to take care of them." I'm like, "Whoa."
Yeah, Nosgod.
Yeah, the god of death or whatever,
the
demigod of death.
Yeah, and he was like, "Yo, Ricky, you gonna handle them?" And then Ricky's like, "It'd be against the rules that have set up. So the demigods, they can't just go out and just kill humans. It's like against some kind of policy or rule that they have set up." And then Nosgod's like, "I'm gonna do it," and then Ricky's like, "You can't."
Right. Got that too.
Yeah. And then Nosgod's like, "I can and I will. You just watch." And Ricky's like, "All right, you're the one that's gonna get in trouble with Lord. He'll get in trouble, with Lord." So Nosgod goes out. He straight murders everyone, like just a flick of his finger, like boom, they're dead. Then he comes back and he's like, "Ha ha ha ha! I killed them all." And Ricky's like, "All right, you're about to be in trouble." And then I forget the other one, the one that looks like a girl, the demigod that looks like a girl.
Yes.
She's like, he won't be in trouble because he took a bite of some kind of stone. Which
it looks like a stone. Yeah.
Which
I'll
apparently
let you break the rules.
Hides their power or hides what they're doing. Something that camouflages their actions for a specific time period.
Yeah. Exactly. That's exactly what it was. I'm like, a stone. I was like, "What, y'all biting rocks now?" Like, all right. Yeah, but some like artificially created thing that hides their things so they can do whatever they want to do. But we didn't, like, up until this point, we didn't even know that they had rules. And it's because they've been using this stone to do whatever they want to do. And then we're looking at, like, the other people showing up, and we're like, "Oh, wait a minute. Like, some of these people look familiar." Like, whoa. I actually thought it was Elizabeth.
Yo, I thought it really was her too, until like I saw it come off, and then I was like, "Oh snap, throwback."
Yup.
I just don't know.
First, sorry. I jumped ahead. First, we had this entire argument about showing each other their apostles for more trust. Really? I know. We're showing each other apostles for more trust purposes. It's like, that seems counterintuitive. Like, let me show you my greatest weakness. Show me yours.
And Lord was about it. And Lord is apparently supposed to be the strongest.
He's the first demigod. Ricky is the second. And so first Lord appeared, and Lord was by himself for who knows how long. You okay? You okay? For who knows how long. And then Ricky appeared, and Lord was overjoyed that Ricky had appeared.
So Lord loves Ricky like
more than everyone.
Like Ricky could do anything, and Lord would be like, "It's all good, bro."
Yeah, exactly. So there's no favorite demigod, but Ricky's the favorite demigod.
Oh, for sure.
And Ricky, I mean, Lord has like this like weird body. Like, he's like, he haven't unlocked this character yet. He has no features.
Oh, yeah.
It's like, We haven't decided what Lord actually looks like. Apparently, I don't know what it is.
Yeah, the best I could do is he reminds me of the Silver Surfer. That's the first thing I thought of when I saw him.
Yeah, that's a really good point. It's a really good point. That's exactly what it looks like without the silver. He's the white server.
Yeah,
But you can't call him that.
The
'Cause
white
that's that don't sound right. That don't sound
No,
right.
no. We're gonna call him Lord. He looks like the Silver Surfer, and that's pretty much all we can do for a description, ladies and gentlemen. But Lord, like we said, it was the first, supposedly the strongest, and he's over here like, all right, I'll show my apostle first. Like, let's get it done, guys.
Right.
And then everyone starts objecting, like, Lord, you should never show your apostle, blah, blah, blah. And then everyone's like, all right, well, I guess we'll end up showing ours. So each demigod that's present, shows their apostles. And then it gets to Ricky. And Ricky's like, nah, I'm like, Lord, I'm not going to show my apostle.
Yeah, I ain't doing that.
And Nosgod goes off. He's just like, who do you think you are? You're definitely the traitor. How dare you not show us your apostle? Blah, blah, blah. He grabs him by the shirt. He's like, ugh. And then Lord's like, relax, Nosgod. It's cool. It's Ricky. It's Ricky.
Right.
If he doesn't want to show him, he don't have to show him.
The funniest thing.
Oh my goodness.
Right. But even before, he's like, you always thought you were better than us. You know, like, why you always think just because you're Ricky's Lord's favorite?
Yeah.
Lord's favorite doesn't mean anything. You okay? You just gonna complain? But what about the Great Mage returns after 4,000 years? Mama can't save you from the Great Mage, Esme. The demigods are coming.
Just let's buy.
Yeah, I don't know. You might need to be on the side screen for every episode. I'm not lying. It's like, save me, Lucas.
Lucas will come save you.
Although he's in Frey's body, but he's actually not in Frey's body. He transformed it to the third guy now. He's like,
yeah. So I forgot the third guy's name.
I know. I don't. He doesn't matter. He's not alive.
He's not real. Yeah. Oh yeah, that's right. He isn't alive. He took the body of a dead person.
Yeah, the body snatcher now. But yeah, so our boy, like other demigods really don't like him.
Yeah,
they argued as soon as they got there. Then they argued a little bit more, and then like, all right, if you don't want to show him, don't show him. But you know what? Show the other apostles. They took like one apostle and they said, show him to the other chambers in the house.
Mm-hmm.
All right. They all have him walk somewhere, and then his Lord is like, "You okay? All right, all right." And then Lord is like, "We're not gonna be all right, are we?"
You both sound sick to me. Not that I sound healthy.
Yeah, I know, right? But yeah, really.
She said, "Dad, you gotta speed this up."
I know, right? It's like, wait for it. These are warning shots.
Well, anyways, ladies and gentlemen, the apostles end up going down to a specific room. I don't know. It looked like a cellar to me, but they have food and water and drink. Yeah, it's a dungeon, but they got what they need to survive in there while the demigods talk. So then, chapter 100 kind of ends with Lord being like, "All right, everyone, I'll investigate and I'll talk to Ricky alone." And Lord creates this other room in another space. Like I think he can control time and space, if you will. So he created a brand new room, and
room looks super comfy, plushy.
Yeah. Oh, they had nice couch.
Yeah, he got nice taste for a random other being. I'm like,
yeah,
all right.
Yep. So they sit down and they start chatting, and then you want to take this away what Lord says to him?
Well, Lord is sitting on the couch, and then up until this, like, does Ricky get an expression on his face too? By the way,
he doesn't get an expression until Lord makes a statement. Otherwise, he's just plain.
Yeah, I'm like, he literally doesn't have a face. And then he looks at Ricky, and his Lord goes, "So Ricky, why have you betrayed us?" I'm like, whoa.
Yep.
It's like, but see, here's my thing, right? We're sitting right. We're sitting in this room, and he already knew he was the one who betrayed him, right?
Yep.
You bring him to the other room to ask the question.
So the answer to that question is actually answered in 101.
Yeah. I mean, I kind of feel like he's more like, I know you betrayed us, but you're also my favorite, and I don't want you to keep going astray. So like, just come back. I need you to come back because the other people are really not, the other demigods are really not like, they suspect you, but they're not like 100% sure.
Oh, they can't prove anyone.
Yeah.
But they definitely, Ricky's at the top of their list for sure.
Oh, yeah.
But currently there is no hard evidence to prove that it's a specific demigod. They know it's a demigod, but they don't know which one because there's no hard evidence.
Exactly.
But Lord clearly knows everything. So he already knows it's Ricky. He's questioning him. And that's kind of where it leaves off, right? You see Lord's eyes, right? I'm trying to remember if that's what 100.
Yeah, you see Lord's eyes, and I was like, whoa, all right, he's ready.
Yep. And that's kind of where 100 leaves off. Currently 101 and 102 is out. I've read 101, so I can't really give you guys my my thoughts on what's going to happen next because I know. But if you want to tell the viewers what you think will happen next, we can go with that.
Well, I kind of want to know. I kind of feel like we should find out the reason for the betrayal. Like, do you just not like demigods and you don't want to be a demigod and you're just trying to wipe them out? Or is there a reason? Or do you get stronger every time you kill a demigod or something? Like, I want to know what the actual reason for him like betraying them is, because he doesn't really have one. It seems like he's just out for vengeance. And then I'm like, what's the revenge for then? Doesn't make any sense.
So I can say that is answered. Why he's going out trying to kill demigods. That is answered.
All right. Thank you. Yes, I know.
So it's actually pretty good. There's actually a solid twist in 101 that when you find out why and then what's done after finding out why, I was like, holy crap, I didn't see that coming. But
oh, Lord's gonna kill Nazar. Got you.
So that concludes 4K Great Mage 100.
Very cool.
Yeah. But that's what we have for you guys. I'm actually going to try to read how do you pronounce it?
Omniscient.
Omniscient. Thank you.
Omniscient Reader's Viewpoint.
I'm going to try and read that so we have that to talk about next week.
Got 81 chapters for you, dog. We're ready.
I'm ready. But we also have another surprise for you guys next week. Disciple Dashni returns.
Right.
Let's go.
Baby Malik is
up.
3 months old. He ready.
Yep. His boy Prince Malik, because we got King Theo. Prince Malik is now old enough where Dada can now come back to work. So we'll be seeing Disciple Dashni next week. Maybe we might even get a glimpse of Prince Malik. Who knows? You never know. Silent as dancing.
Right. That's what she does, bro.
Yeah. That's her goodbye dance.
Right.
Because she knows we're ending.
I know. We can't dance on the table, though. It's not.
She's sad because we're ending. She's sad. I feel you too. I know.
She's sad. I'm sad.
Yeah.
We all sad. That happens.
But we want to thank all listeners for listening to this episode of Anime Brothers. We ask you to continue to like and subscribe on our social medias. We have YouTube, Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, and Facebook.
Yep.
So we thank you. Go to love. We'll see you next week. Any out, y'all.
Any out. Peace.
Peace.